Hello people, namaskar. I'm here to talk about something that I've been hearing, I've been seeing in the recent times. The most famous name that's coming out of that country, the United States of America. I hope you know what I am here to talk about. Yeah, it is Jeffrey Epstein. And it's become so easy for for those people who want to put this propaganda in our mind that they've found out ways to link it to personalities in India, like our Prime Minister Narendra Modi or Hardeep Singh Puri. And we being Indians, we know we fall for that. We can be easily influenced, and that is where they tap in. They have an added advantage. They brainwash us to a great extent, where we even forget what we actually are for or what we actually had thought of. So I just came across this, and I just don't know what people think Epstein Files is. It is not a PDF from where you put the search button and find out a name, Narendra Modi or Hardeep Singh Puri or anybody. Epstein Files is a big document that is having millions of pages that are from US court proceedings, that are meeting records of Epstein, and all the supporting documents, which even the US Supreme Court tells it is not verified or not true. There is no source that we can believe in, that we can believe that says Epstein Files or whatever these documents are true. But then, what are we put into? What do we see in the social media about Epstein? Trafficking, human trafficking, the so-called racket of young girls who are exploited there. And it just burns. I just don't know how to express it. And what are they linking to? I always thought, oh fine, let us be quiet. All this problem, let us not fall for any of this and ignore it. But no, they're linking my Prime Minister to all sorts of these nonsense. They're not doing it directly. Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri came out, gave all press conferences, gave a befitting reply to these left propagandists that who are making a narrative and linking all of this to that racket and all sorts of nonsense. And then you see an interview where they tell, did we tell that he was linked to all of those nonsense? No, we were just telling that Hardeep was mentioned in the Epstein Files. Hardeep met Epstein, yes. Hardeep Singh Puri made it very clear that yes, he had met Epstein in terms of his professional capacity. And Epstein is not someone who is somewhere untraceable, unfound, nothing. Epstein worked with all the elite class of the world. You can't even imagine on what pace he was working and what he was doing. It is unimaginable. Whatever you imagine, it is more and over that. And that is why they say, don't fall for that prey. But no, we don't listen. We get easily influenced for all sorts of nonsense, right? You want to link the Prime Minister's name and influence the so-called Gen Z. Why? Because in Nepal and in Bangladesh, what we saw, Gen Z got influenced. Gen Z was the propaganda that hit Gen Z was to such extent where the government fell. For what good? Do you think it was for the good of Nepal and Bangladesh? Never. There is some interests that is coming from that country in each and every conflict that happens in the world. But yeah, that's fine. I just want to say, yes, Narendra Modi's name was made into some reference for what? Do you people even know? It was for his Israel visit, on India's official visit. No, that they don't talk about. Hardeep Singh Puri went to Epstein for what? Talked about India's growth there. He talked about investment that need to come from the United States, because Jeffrey Epstein was not a person who was just a person. He was linked to the elite class where philanthropy was involved, where investments were involved, global structure was involved. He had everyone in his fingertips of the global elite class. And where philanthropy is involved, where investment is involved, where growth and GDP and all sorts of economic factors are involved, how can India not be involved, being the new economic powerhouse? So, and no, these people, they don't leave any opportunity to get our name down. I've been seeing this from past many years, and in the recent times they're making each and every time there's a bizarre claim that is being made, like what they made in the recent times about China, and that book did not even have pages. Penguin has clearly told that it is not even published, that book, not even one print is being made of the book, and how can Mr. Rahul Gandhi hold that? Sorry for taking the name. I don't know what to say, and people just fall for this prey. I just want to say I just want to make the propagandist, the leftist environment of the world who are trying to influence the Indians. Sorry, bro. The Gen Z of this nation believes in dharma. This nation was set up with certain principles. We are the people who live with principles. You cannot influence us like what you did in Bangladesh and Nepal. and for your interests that lead to the destruction of this nation. I'm sorry, we're not going to sit quiet. We're going to come out, all out, exposing you each and every time that you do all kinds of nonsense. Because let us be clear, let me be clear, and let the country as a whole speak. We will not succumb to this propaganda. We will not be swayed by this propaganda. And no, you can't touch that power. We believe in what our leaders are. We believe in the nation as a whole. Yes, we have eyes vigilant enough to understand and check. If there is any wrong, we're not going to support that wrong. Definitely not. But then if you're trying to portray something that hasn't happened and that is you're showing that to be wrong, sorry, we don't fall for that prey. Yes, I want to say, just don't believe. They want to link one name to one propaganda. Just don't believe. Narendra Modi was mentioned, yes, Hardeep was mentioned, Hardeep met. But for what? They're trying to link all those nonsense to the Indian leaders. And if you feel that is evident, come out, show evidences. Maybe that is when we are the most rational people. But then now the rationality has reduced too much. I can see that. But yes, I just want to tell you, be safe. Be away from all of this propaganda. Just work on your goals. Be vigilant. Be involved. Yes, you have to be involved as a citizen of this nation, as a person who's interested in the growth of this nation. But then don't fall for the propaganda that they're doing. Let us be there to make India great. Jai Hind.